Hello and welcome to Cloud Auto. My name is Andrew, and in this video I'm going to show you how to start using the software. Let's start off by showing you how to write up a work order for a new or existing customer. You can do that by navigating to the top left corner of your screen where it says New Work Order. Go ahead and click on that and it'll take you to a new screen where you can either enter in the last name, VIN, license plate, or phone number of an existing customer to automatically pull up their information, as well as any work history that they've had done in the past at your shop. And you can also view the Carfax history of the vehicle in case they've had work done on the vehicle at another location. If you have a new customer, you can either pull up the vehicle via license plate or VIN number. In this example, we will be using a new vehicle that has not entered the shop before. So we will go ahead and enter in the license plate of this vehicle. And as you can see, it automatically populates with the vehicle's information for us, so we don't have to enter that in automatically. From here, you can navigate to the right side of the screen where you can just enter in the customer's information so that you can save them onto your system for future reference. I'll just go ahead and do that now and skip to when I'm done entering in the customer's information. All right, I have gone ahead and entered in all of the information that I need for the customer. I've entered in their first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code, phone number. We also have areas for cell, work phone, or alternate phone in case their phone number is not their primary phone. And then we also have an email so that we can also email the customer a copy of their work order or email them update statuses or reminders to have their vehicle serviced if we ever want to do that in the future. From here, you're just going to enter in the current mileage of the vehicle. We'll say that the current mileage of this vehicle is 120,000 miles. And then from here, we just click Save and create a new work order. Now that we're in the revise screen, we can go ahead and add any job that we want to the vehicle that we just wrote up. For this example, we will go ahead and do an oil change. So we just navigate to the oil change section, click on it, and it'll bring up a pop-up window that will show us all the available oils that this shop carries. On the top right, we have our factory recommended oil weights for each submodel of this vehicle. In the center, if this is an existing customer, you will see the last oil change that was done on this vehicle, as well as how much oil was used on the vehicle. And then on the bottom right, you will see the different oil quantities that are used for the different engine submodels. Since this is a SE model focus, we are going to be using 5W20 oil. It's going to be 4.5 quarts. We will go ahead and navigate to 5W20. And it will automatically input that we need 4.5 quarts into our system. So we'll just go ahead and click File and Adjust. And you can see the labor and the parts calculations has already been added to this vehicle. From here, we just click Create Work Order and Print. We just select the service writer. If we want, we can have a reason for the customer coming in. We can just say that this customer is a walk-in. And if our shop has any coupons set up for discounts or promotions or advertisements, we can go ahead and select the coupons from there. From here, we'll just go ahead and click File and Print Work Order. And this will be the estimate screen that we can print out and have the customer sign so that we can get to work on the vehicle. From here, you can print it, you can continue, or you can just immediately finalize the work order. For our purposes, we'll just go ahead and continue, and then that will take us back to the main screen. Now, if we ever want to edit a vehicle's job in the future, like let's say for instance with this Ford Focus that we have just created a work order to do an oil change on, let's say that the mechanic has found that the vehicle also needs a new alternator, for example. We can just go ahead and click on the job so it's highlighted in red. We'll go ahead and click on the revise screen, and we can either navigate to the alternator button, or if it's not on your screen by default, you can navigate to the All Other section. We'll go ahead and navigate to the All Other section, just in case for shops that don't have an alternator as their most common job. So this All Other section, you can quickly search a job for the vehicle by using the search key right here on the right side of the screen. We'll just go ahead and type in alternator, and we can see alternator R&R. So we're going to be replacing the whole alternator. You see alternator R&R right here. Let's just go ahead and click on it. That will take us to this section where you can see the details of the alternator. We'll go ahead and click Add Labor. And you can see that because there are 3 different alternators for this vehicle, this SE model, we can choose exactly which one we want to use. We'll just go ahead and choose the first one. So we'll just go ahead and click on it. It will automatically add it to our job list. It automatically calculates the labor cost, the part cost, and the total that this job will cost. We'll go ahead and click Save Job and Close. And it automatically adds the alternator R&R, labor, and parts to our job listing. From here, we can just click back to main screen. That will take us back to the main screen with the updated job requirements for this vehicle. Now, what if the customer calls back and says that they've changed their mind and they don't want to actually change the alternator of their vehicle and they just want to get the oil change done instead? Well, that's okay because you can remove the alternator job with just a few simple clicks. Let's go ahead and click on the Ford Focus so that it's highlighted in red. Navigate to the Merge button. And here you can see a detailed list of all of the labor and parts that are going to be used on this job. Well, the customer doesn't want to do a replacement alternator for their vehicle. So we'll just go ahead and click on the part for the alternator. We will say that we want to remove this part, and if we already had it in stock, we can put it back in our inventory, or if we purchased it from a vendor, then we can go ahead and return it to the vendor itself. Let's just say that we had this alternator already in stock, so we'll just click Delete Part to Stock, and it will remove it from our job listing. We can also do the exact same thing with the labor by clicking on the labor section and then deleting job. And now we are just back to doing our simple oil change. We will go ahead and just simply back out from here, or we can go into the Finalize screen where we can then finalize the work order and print it out for the customer. To do so, you just simply click on the Finalize button, or if you're from the main screen, you would simply click on the vehicle and then click on the green Final button. We'll go ahead and click on Finalize. That will give us a pop-up window for entering in the current mileage of the vehicle after our service has been completed. We will say that the vehicle is still at 120,000 miles. We'll say that this customer paid with a credit card and a Visa debit card specifically, and they paid the full amounts, and they did not want any change back. All right, we'll just go ahead and scroll down and select that our mechanic did all the business through Dave Tro, which is our test mechanic. We can go ahead and finalize ticket and send an email to the customer with a copy of that work order. Or if the customer wants a hard copy, we can also just print the hard copy by clicking Finalize Ticket and then print right here with the red button. Once we're done with that, we can just simply click Return, and that will return us to the work order. And you can now see that this work order has been removed from our current list of jobs that we have to complete.